Viewers, the latest news Ethiopia and Tigray's conflict is that in what may be President Biden's first major test in Africa, a key US ally stands accused of undertaking a campaign of ethnic cleansing, massacring hundreds of unarmed civilians and threatening the fragile stability of the region. President Joe Biden, confronting the scenario linked to the US ally Ethiopia, shared his concerns in a telephone call this week to Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. Biden's phone call comes as the international community reels from the horrific detail in a new report by Amnesty International describing the massacre of unarmed civilians in less than 48 hours by Eritrean troops in the restive northern Ethiopian province of Tigray last year. Testimonies by over 40 witnesses described the systematic killing of civilians by soldiers in the northern city of Axum, opening fire in the streets and conducting house-to-house raids in a massacre that may amount to a crime against humanity, according to an internal United States government report obtained by the New York Times. The US government report, written in the early February, echoed some of the amnesty findings. It documents in stark terms a land of looted houses and deserted villages where tens of thousands of people are unaccounted for. Survivors and witnesses describe extrajudicial execution, indiscriminate shelling and widespread looting after Ethiopians and Eritrean troops led an offensive to take control of the city during the conflict with the Tigray People's Liberation Front TPLF in mid-November. Satellite imagery analysis portrayed reports of indiscriminate shelling and mass looting in the ancient city of Axum, said Amnesty, and appeared to reveal the sites of new mass burials near two of the city's churches. The evidence is compelling and points to a chilling conclusion, said Diprose Mukane, Amnesty's director for East and Southern Africa. Ethiopian and Eritrean troops carried out multiple war crimes in their offensive to take control of Axum. Above and beyond that, Eritrean troops went on a rampage and systematically killed hundreds of civilians in cold blood. Ethiopian authorities issued a statement Friday referring to complex challenges in the region and reasserting their intention to arrest senior members of the TPLF,
relevant authorities,
which it described as a criminal rodeo group. Ethiopia's ambassador to Belgium, Gerard Zemane, told a webinar on Thursday that the Allied massacre in November was a very highly unlikely scenario, and we suspect it's a very crazy idea. Eritrea's information minister Yemene Gebremichael on Friday said his country is outraged and categorically rejects the preposterous accusations in the Amnesty report. Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed launched the military campaign on November 4, accusing the TPLF of attacking federal military camps in Tigray and seeking to destabilize the country. Communications to the northern state were cut and journalists and humanitarian organizations were denied access. But thus far, Biden and other American officials have been reluctant to openly criticize Abiy's conduct of the war, while European leaders and United Nations officials worried about reports of widespread atrocities have been increasingly outspoken. Thanks for watching.